One of the real joys of exploring Japan, especially off the beaten path, is that there's always something else to discover, whether it is the natural beauty of the seasons, such as the glorious fall season that we have now, to the scattered shrines and temples that are just dot the landscape in every little nook and cranny. This one is especially special. I just kind of ran across it. Wouldn't have even seen it over here in the shadows if it weren't for this very beautiful tree here. So I came across the bridge to take a look, and here's a little wooden torii gate, and you come through here, step up the steps that have been carved out of the stone, and you ring the bell, which then comes off in your hand. 1 second. Okay, it's fixed. And you carefully step through here. And step under another torii gate, past the stone lanterns, and you look up at this magnificent tree growing on top of this stone. And the next surprise that awaits you, the center of the shrine, just hiding here behind the boughs of the tree. Fantastically serene and beautiful place right now. It's very early on a Sunday morning. The only sound is the running water and the falling leaves. It's places like this that make all the inconveniences and the difficulties of living in rural Japan actually worth it. If you just get out of your house, get out of your comfort zone, try not to knock off the bell rope again and thus anger the kami. And if you manage all those things, then there's no telling what you might discover. And here is something that you're not going to see very often. It is looking down into the valley of my village just after dawn in the beautiful morning light. Out here in rural Japan, a man's house really is his castle. One of the things I didn't really understand about living in the mountains of Japan before I came was just how inaccessible things can be. I assumed that I would be up climbing around in the mountains, exploring, finding little deer trails and boulders to scramble upon, when in fact most of the mountainside, the countryside that isn't developed, looks like this. Yeah, I mean, you just can't get up in that. Without a machete, and a very big, sharp one at that, you're not going to go anywhere where there's not a path. And unfortunately, The Japanese are not as into exploring the wilderness as I am. Maybe they tried a few times, but this seems pretty close to jungle. I imagine any path that you cut there nature will try to claim it back in no time at all. The mighty Kizugawa, which leads me to the quaint little country bridge, which leads me home.